For more on the Des Moines Register controversy, we want to bring in Simon Conway. He's a Des Moines radio host who was the first, as we understand it, Simon, to discuss this on your radio show out of Iowa yesterday. You're an interesting man because you're native of Great Britain, but you're an American citizen now, and you're a radio host, and boy, you got some reaction from your listeners when you started talking about this yesterday.
Well, yeah, we started the show. We actually ripped up the show we had planned because this went out pretty much just as we were going to air, tore up the show, went with that because really, seriously, there's one question. What the heck were they thinking? And there's no real answer to that, Megyn. The thing is, you just had Rick on, and he wasn't entirely truthful with you. First of all, they have already published a second map with those 54 schools. They've since taken that one down as well, so he's already done it. He's actually removed 2 maps. And the other very interesting thing is, I called him first thing this morning. I've had no response to him whatsoever. Our news department, our multi-award-winning news department, contacted him yesterday, and he hasn't responded to them either. He doesn't want to talk to his own listeners, his own viewers or readers, but he's happy to talk to you. It's a bizarre situation.
Well,
Megyn.
I mean, he didn't have to come on. I made clear at the top of the show it wasn't going to be an easy interview, and to his credit, he came. A lot of people would have bailed, but he came on and he talked about it.
Yep.
But the point is, you know, as I said to him, how do you unring the bell? I mean, it's out there, and you put it on the internet. It's out there forever, and it's not just that. It's not just that map, because the article is still out there, and they stand by the article. And the article, I'm not going to say it here, but it goes through specific school districts and names them specifically, saying certain ones that do not have any school resource or safety officers. I mean, if you got a kid in those school districts in Iowa, I mean, what are your folks saying out there, Simon?
Yeah, my audience was just up in arms. My phones blew up as soon as we started talking about it. His phones blew up as a result of our phones blowing up, frankly, and that's when he took it down, after my audience went crazy at his switchboard. That's why they took it back down. That's when they took it down, and that's great. You know, that's a win for my audience, and that's fantastic. But the more important thing, as you rightly point out, is what they did yesterday was provide a shopping list for every nut job in Iowa and to go shopping with. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. 100 days after Newtown, as we are mourning the loss in Connecticut.
Exactly.
And, you know, ever more mindful of the fact that there are psychos out there, and they don't need to be drawn a map. Simon, thanks for being here. Thanks for your good work.
Just one final thing, Megyn.
Okay,
I know you're in a hurry, but I want to point out they have an anti-gun agenda. They ran an editorial on December the 29th of last year.
I'm familiar with it. It was an op-ed, but they tried to dial it back later. But thank you for being here, Simon. Coming up soon.